Hello YouTube and welcome back to Allie's Wonderland Creations. I am Alice Seraphin and I'm a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in the United States. Welcome to my channel everybody. So, I'm excited. I just spent a couple hours figuring this card out, making a sample, making one for my aunt, supplies for her, and then cutting supplies for this card. I've had a great time. Thank you all so much for allowing me to come into your homes and share what I love doing so much. So this is a let's play because this isn't a series or anything. This is a one video because I received this beautiful card in the mail and I want to share it with you so you too can make this card because it is very, very beautiful. At least I think so. So I'm calling it Cathy's Pinwheel Quilt Card. Not sure what any other name is it, but that's what the name I'm calling it. That's what's also in my notebook. So Miss Cathy Klein sent me this beautiful card. Look at this. Absolutely love this. Love it, love it, love it. Thank you so much. You inspired me. She wrote me a note that I inspire her. You all inspire me to come out here and create things with you. So thank you so much. So this is going in my sample pile because I'm keeping that one. So let me show you the sample I chose to make. Here it is. I even have an envelope. So this is the envelope. We're keeping it simple as far as the envelope goes. And it's even, but this is stamping, guys. We're going to use Garden Green, Old Olive, F.Freesia, Bubble Bath, and N.of Navy. So we're stamping. We're going to have a good time with this. This DSP is called Delightfully Eclectic. It was one of those free packets of DSP for celebration. I'm going to be using this till there is no more. And I'm going to tell you what, guys. I think this is going to be, I'm going to cut up some of the DSP. It may not, I would like, if I have enough, I'll do all of them this way. But I'll be cutting up some of this DSP, hopefully to do this card for my birthday celebration. I think this would be really fun. You're going to have to provide your card base in the white. I'll have to write up a list of supplies, but I really think this would be a beautiful card to make. So let me show you the inside. Like I said, keeping it simple, and it's relatively flat. I'm using some of that jeweled ribbon I got from the dollar store as embellishments because they are nice and flat, and I know this will go through the machine. So no dimensional, plus there's quite a bit of cardstock on there. So let me tuck this into its you know what, guys? I tucked it in, but I need to leave it out, don't I? Yes, I do. Sometimes. So let me show you what stamp says. We're using Heartfelt Hexagon. Sending you lots of love and hugs. We're using this little one and this little flower. And then the Be My Valentine might surprise you. Yes, we're using these two bits and these two flowers. So this set you can use without it being Valentine's Day. I'm using these 4 little stamps. And let me show you some of the DSP. So this is a larger piece of the DSP from Delightfully Eclectic. And this is the other piece. When I say massive pack of paper, guys, those are the 2 we're using. Look at this sucker. It is massive. Yes. So Delightfully Eclectic. And I need to put those back in because I already have my paper cut. Let's see what else I can forget, right? So, no, let's hopefully, I'm going to hold this up so you guys can get a good look at what we're doing. If you want measurements, they are pretty simple. Oh, I forgot that one. All right. I forgot to add a 1/4 inch strip of DSP. So we'll put it here. 1/4 by 4 DSP. There, that's that little strip. The modern label punch, right? And then layer number 1. Let's do the card base, right? I'm using some of those card bases just as card bases. I'm covering that whole thing up because they're white on the inside. So let's pretend it's white. 5.5 by 8.5, scored at 4.25 of white. Then we have our Night of Navy, which is 4.25 by 5.5 to cover up the front. We have the outside piece, cut 1, 4 by 5.25. Then we have down here, because I put them in the wrong place, cut 2, fresh freesia, 2 5/8 by 2 5/8. Hopefully you guys are seeing that. And then you need to cut 4 of 2 different DSPs. Now I'm going to show you on Cathy. She used cardstock here, which you can, no big deal. I just chose 2 pieces of DSP I thought looked really well together. One light, one dark. It works out really well. So these, you need to cut 4 of each, and you need to cut them 1.25 by 1.25, and I've already done that. So now I can put my notebook away. Now I'm gonna give you a close-up look at mine. I did little speckles of Night of Navy. You will need to do that if you want to do it like mine. If you don't, you won't have to, but I am going to do that. So I have my 4 pieces here, and you can see this is where I punched my word window. I need one of this little mini scallop die. Yes, this is retired. A circle would do, it depends on your embellishment, whether or not, and guys, I'm keeping this because I might punch some more, so that's going back in my little bin. So I need one of those to have that. I have my 3 embellishments there, and we need to start off with, I'm gonna show you how to do that pinwheel quilt piece. At least this is how I did it. I'm not sure how Cathy did it. I'm sure there's other ways. So I'm gonna get this kind of on the grid here. I've got glue stuck to my table. I cleaned and filled all my little glue bottles, but that is not the one I was using. Now, this one is going to sit like so, right? To make kind of a star. So I don't want to put glue on the corners. I just want to put glue in the center. They're very stiff, they're very full glue bottles, and I'm going to try to get it together. Let's see if I got it. Not. That looks good to me. I'm going to go with it. So I'm going to start off. Now I'm going to tell you a trick here. I learned once I did this. I don't want to glue the whole thing down. I just want to start by gluing half of it down, because you need to tuck the last bit in behind here. So we're going to start at this point, but I'm only going to put in this only on this piece right here, right? You see that? Only on half, and this is going to go up there. Now, if you give yourself more border on the outside, you won't be left with the little gap on the inside. Just so you know. So next, we're just going to now do all of them. The next one, you see this point here, you're going to put that right in that spot. I could get it straight, that would be nice. My daughter treated me. We went to a new salon. We had our nails taken off. They were very gentle. They soaked them, they ground them down, and then I did just a gel polish on top to help protect my nail beds for a while they grow out. I had a I need to buy one of these things because I don't have one. I just gotta wait like for my birthday or something. What was it? The hot wax thing that really, my hands get so dry, guys. I use that hand sanitizer all the time. Anyways, it was a really beautiful treat. We had our hair cut. We had a really nice day yesterday. So now it's coming into this corner here. It was wonderful of her. I didn't expect her to do all that. So now, so we did this corner, this corner, this corner. Now we're doing this corner. We're going to do all of it. You see how they're all meeting up there in the center. Next one is this one. It's going at this point. When I'm gluing it down, I'm gluing it down more as a square, not a diamond, okay? Just so you guys know. I'm looking at it as being a square, gluing it down in a square. Now we're on to this point here, right here. Ta-da! Don't let it overwhelm you. It's not meant to. This is a great thing to do if you have small scraps, because you don't necessarily have to do all the same. If you had scraps, you could do each one of these a different color, which is a cool idea. So now the little bit of a tricky spot comes into play. So if you glued this one down, these two would meet, right? This one has to go here, but it also has to get tucked up underneath here. This way. See, I'm trying to do it a diamond. That does not work. It has to go. I probably should have lifted this up a little. Let's see. I did this last time. Maybe, you know what? So I turned it. I turned my pinwheel. I'm lifting that up a bit so that this will sit up in its rightful corner. Get this farther up underneath there. Pokey tool is good for so many things. All right. So this one, only glue the second to the last, only glue portion of it. The first one, do less than half. Then we can get this one in place. Let's see. We need to look at, come on. Get in there. There. All right, so this one, what did I do wrong, Alice? Oh, only supposed to glue. There. Forgot, this piece has to come out there. Then that piece will go in. That one's gonna go right here. Sorry if my big hands are in the way. There's that one. Why is it not lining up? This, I didn't have this much trouble in my sample. Maybe it's because I am leaving it so much more of a border than my last one. That's probably the whole reason. There we go. Now they're getting there. So it just takes a finesse for the last like 3. Now I can take my little, it's another reason why I love these little bottles. I'm just sticking it up underneath there and adding some more glue. Now my pinwheel quilt is all done. I don't have any missing gap in the center, which was why I needed the little blue piece, this little blue piece, but now that I don't have it, I don't need it. Oh, but we're going to use it because I already cut it. So I'm going to add a bit of glue here in the center. There. Ta-da! All right, so I'm going to close this up. We are going to go ahead and we're going to stamp for you on a scrap piece of paper in N.of Navy. Now, whatever color your either card base or your predominant color, mine being N.of Navy, that's what I would stamp your sentiment in. So there's that. And we're going to start stamping. I need the Stampin' Pierce mat because it will be much easier than what I was doing. Here we go. You can see all my stamping bits here. Here's my piece of cardstock. It might do better to show you this way. I'm going to try to leave this on this side so you can look at it and see what I'm doing. I am going to start with garden green because that is how I started to begin with. Let's scoot it up a bit. All right. This little bit, Heartfelt Hexagon. We're going to do all 4 corners first. Then I'm going to do the 2 centers, top and bottom. Then I'm going to do 2 on the side. All right, garden green. And should we do the I didn't do that on, I just kept it N.of Navy. That's right. Okay, so next we're going to bring in, let me close this up. We're all done with garden green. Next, we're bringing in Old Olive. And my Old Olive, guys, needs to be re-inked, but we are stamping off. So stamp off. Now these two, one curves one way and one curves the other. The one that is curving to the right, I'm going up the right-hand side of my piece of paper. The one that is doing the left, I'm going up the left-hand side. So stamp off. I didn't get that all the way inked. So there. And I want to tell you the reason why I chose these colors are because these are the colors in that N.of Navy. Okay, and there's the bubble bath is in here. F.Freesia. Petal Pink's in there, but you guys know Petal Pink is not my fave. I'm sorry for those fans of Petal Pink. It's just not my thing. So then next we're going to flip it back over again. Now for the top, I'm going to use the one that's curving to the right. Let's see, which way is it gonna connect more? Right about there. Now I'm gonna flip it over. For the bottom, I'm gonna use the one that's curving to the left. My sample didn't get this, the one I did for my Aunt Carol. I stamped hers. It looks so much better done this way. All right, so there's my border. It goes all the way around now, which I like so much better. We are done with the Old Olive, sticking that right back where it belongs. Now we're going to start with the N.of Navy. And I want to tell you, I did put my pinwheel quilt on where I roughly wanted it to stamp the first of my flowers. One there and one there of the N.of Navy. That just got me started. And then I came in with a portion of one there, a portion of one about there, and one down here. So a total of 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Next, I have to leave the N.of Navy out because we're not done with it. Next, the F.Freesia, and these, as long as these green bits are from the Be My Valentine. That is the bubble bath one. We don't want that in F.Freesia. So F.Freesia, we're stamping off, and where's my sample? I started up here. I can see I just needed to know my starting place. Do one about there, and I wanted it lighter, so I'm gonna do one about there, down here, and right about here. Okay, next I'm moving on to bubble bath, and bubble bath is that little flower. This is full strength, guys. So this one I started down here. There's one. I'm going to place one about there. I'm going to place one there. And one, 2, 3. A little tiny bit of one, and maybe a little bit of that. So that's my placement on the flowers. I'm not going to put those back because I got to turn the tower. So next, guess what? We're going to do some specklies, all the blue on my fingers, right? That's what we're doing. So we're going to bring in our For You, and we're going to bring in our quilt piece all at the same time, hopefully. Let's open this up. Oh, I'm like, where's my plastic thing? I love this. Guys, please, I think you guys can get that just about anywhere, like Staples, any office supply. This one had some of my mother's stuff in it, and she has several of these actually. Cut that off so it'll fit. You guys can hopefully see enough of it, right? There we go. You can see there's ink all over in there. Yes, there is. So, N.of Navy. You can see my little inkwell I created. I'm just going to add, that's an awful lot. I don't want all that water in there. And my toothbrush is already wet, or I would spray it. No, it needs to be sprayed. All right. So I'm going to try to stay away from all that puddling of water. Just pick it up. Now I'm going to take my finger and I'm going to brush along my paper with my finger, just moving it. I'm going to do that. I might have to pick that up. The more water, the bigger your splatters. The less water, the tinier your little splatters will be, just so you know, okay? I'm going to have to wipe that out here. Let's get all this off. And I'm going to clean my hand off for the like 3rd or 4th time. All right, let's put our card together and do a little extra work here in a minute. But this is just to cover this card base up, guys. I want to really concentrate on using things that I have in my stash, because that way it will make me feel better when I purchase new things. What did I purchase? Oh, I purchased 2 kits today, so look forward to that. Sad news is I forgot to call Paper Pumpkin, Stampin' Up, you know, and change my debit card for my billing for my Paper Pumpkin, because my account had been compromised. My son had money stolen from his account, which he was linked to my account. So they had to cancel everything, and I forgot to call Stamping Up. So my Paper Pumpkin will not bill or ship till the 20th. And I am so sorry, but it happens. You know, I can't do anything about it. So Paper Pumpkin will come late, and the problem, well, see, I might get a couple of days to do some before I have to start to prep for my colonoscopy, which, oh yeah, you guys all know I'm looking forward to that. Not. Just one of those things, but I know it's very necessary because we are keeping a very close eye on bad stuff. Let's just put it that way. We don't want the bad stuff to win, so we're being very proactive in my care. So it's just one of those things I gotta get through. So next we're gonna do our pinwheel quilt. Now we only need to put glue on the bottom square. Oh no, oh no. This flower was supposed to go at the top. I got it wrong. Ha. I got it wrong. That's okay. It came up. It wasn't too late. See, now you're going to see how that fits in there better. I need that space at the bottom. I need it for the next part. So this piece is going to go down here in the bottom. This is smaller than this one because I didn't like how big that was. Let me move that up. Hopefully I didn't lose the camera angle. Just bringing in a little bit more of that DSP element. All right, so next we have this piece here. We need to cut in half, which scissors. Cut it in half. Now I need the modern label punch. Yikes. Because I'm going to cut this out with it. Yes, I know this punch is retired, guys, but I will never give up the punch. Especially since I got the newer version. Never give up the punch. So now I'm going to, since I cut this apart, I'm going to stick glue there. Leave a bit on that side, and you can slide it forward and smear the glue if you'd like. And I started a new series of books. There was, what was it? 4 in the series when I started it. The 5th one got released, so I started that one today. So when I'm done here, because my back is acting up, I'm heading back to go curl up on a heating pad and read the book. Oh, I absolutely love this, guys. Absolutely love this. Thank you, Cathy, so much. And I hope you don't mind me sharing it with everybody, which I'm sure she does not. Because that's what we do. We're crafters. We share. So I'm putting one there. And this is the placement, of course, for these little bits of ribbon. I want to spread the glue out. I don't want it. Oh, Stampin' Up! I hope in the new catalog that maybe you sell the glue dot sheets instead of the ones on the roll, because these are so nice and thin. And they just are fabulous. I know there are some people, I did not like them at first. I did not like change. But now, oh, now they're my fave thing. and all of the ones I use are from Paper Pumpkins. So there is our card. We do need to stamp the inside. Let me show you what we are stamping. Sending you lots of love and hugs in the N.of Navy. For this, I'm just going to bring out this little piece of fun foam to give me a little cushioning on it. And I got the stamp upside down. Ta-da! That's it. Cute, simple. Did we do the envelope? Oh my goodness, I closed it up. We did not do the envelope. For the envelope. The envelope, please. For you. And then we're going to do a flower and a flower and just one at the point of the envelope. Ta-da! Easy peasy. Easy, easy, easy. So, that's it, guys. Cathy's pinwheel quilt card. That's what I'm calling it. Don't know what anybody else calls it, but for me, it will always be Cathy's pinwheel card. So, thank you guys so much for watching. I enjoy doing this and sharing this so much with you guys, and there wouldn't be that much enjoyment if it wasn't for your comments. So please, if you don't have time, would you consider giving me a thumbs up? If you are not subscribed, would you consider subscribing? It would help me a great deal. According to YouTube, 48% of the people who watch my videos are not subscribed. So little sad there, but that's okay. Some people don't feel comfortable doing that, and I completely understand. So I do want to invite you, though, to please come back and visit me in my Wonderland. Bye-bye for now, everybody. I'm going to give you a close-up of the card. It is beautiful. Bye-bye for now, everybody.